Hey, hey. Okay, we are going to get right into this because today's episode is off the chain. Number one, stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you guys some secrets to getting your brand in front of more eyeballs, whether your clients like to talk about you or not, and whether you have testimonials or not. I want you to imagine being so talented that they locked you in a segregated classroom, but used your work to teach the white students who refused to sit beside you at the table. Then imagine designing the most famous wedding dress in America, secretly remaking it after a flood and watching the world praise your gown without ever saying your name. That was Ann Lowe. And in this video, I'm breaking down how she went from society's best kept secret to museum legend. And keep watching to learn press and visibility strategies to help you soar in 2026, whether your clients brag about you or not. So I just want to break down who this woman was. She was the only Black student at her New York design school and was forced to learn in a separate room. But her work was so advanced that the school used her dresses and the models of exceptional work for the white students who wouldn't even sit with her. She finished her program in half the required time because there was nothing else they could teach her, their words. In 1953, a burst pipe destroying Jacqueline Kennedy's wedding gown and 10 to 15 of the bridesmaids' dresses just 10 days before the wedding. Anne quietly remade everything from memory at her own expense and still delivered it on time. The dress became one of the most photographed wedding gowns in U.S. history. Yet, contemporaneous coverage credited only to a colored dressmaker. Y'all, they asked the future president at that time's wife, but President Kennedy's wife, hey, who made your dress? She said, a colored woman. That's all she said. No name, no tag, no byline. She dressed America's elites, y'all. We're talking about Rockefellers, Roosevelts, and DuPonts, Whitneys, Bouviers, and Hollywood stars, but was routinely paid less than white designers and negotiated down by wealthy clients who knew her worth. At one point, she moved to New York with the equivalent of almost $300,000 in today's money, backing her business, which was a lot of money at the time. But chronic underpricing, racism, and bad deals meant that she later went into debt, faced IRS shutdown, and filed for bankruptcy, even as her gowns walked the most important rooms in the country. Today, those same gowns are in major museums, collections, and dedicated exhibitions. The woman who died without mainstream credit is now being reframed as an American courtier. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Courtier, y'all know. Society's best kept secret. In other words, Ann Lowe had the clients, the craftsmanship, and the receipts, but not the visibility or the credit. So after we've unpacked her story, right, which we just did, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script in 2026. I want to talk about this morning, how do you get press and secure your name on your work and turn your expertise into visibility, authority, and also income. Look, check this out, y'all. Check this out. It is critically important that you know and understand how to talk about your work in a way that gets you clients. The biggest mistake I see business women making is that they actually think that all they got to do is do good work. And the truth of the matter is that's not all you have to do. If we look at the story of Ann Lowe, y'all, it is basically a story of a Black woman who made the president's dress at a time when Black women weren't even seen as fully equal. And when they asked the president's wife who made her dress, all she said was a colored woman. She did not say her name, even though she knew it. And she did not get the credibility and the visibility that she needed, even though we know that's what she would have needed to go to the next level. But there was a couple of lessons that we can get from this story. Number one, chronic underpricing. Ann Lowe was making dresses for Rockefellers and presidents, people who could have easily paid her rates. But you know what? They weren't paying her. She was undercharging, and or they just did not see the value in paying a Black woman the rates that she deserved at that time. But what is our excuse today? We should not be chronically undercharging in this day and age. It's going to cause you everything, even if you're better than all of your competitors combined. You will not be able to keep up if you're chronically undercharging. But here's the big thing. Many of you are very good at what you do. If you're good at what you do, comment good in the comments. The biggest issue you have is not that you don't know what you're doing, is that nobody else knows that you're good at what you do. So here's what I'm going to tell you today. How do you get more eyeballs on your business? There's a couple of different ways to do this, and we're going to go through a few of them right now. Number one, I want you guys to pick up this book. You can comment book on Instagram, and you'll be able to get it. It's called Speak Your Way to Cash. Let's talk about it. We're going to go to this book, and I'm going to go to part 2 of this book. It's on page 61. It's the press portion of the book. In the press portion of the book, I literally tell you how to get visibility, how to get more eyes on your business, how to build a 6-figure press plan, how to score clients with social media, how to pitch to media outlets. So right now, today, I'm going to go through what I go through in this book in even more detail so that you all can start taking action ASAP. So number 1, you need to get press for your business. What are the different types of press? Let's go through them. Owned media. Owned media means that you are creating your own visibility. Like you're making your own live videos. Right now what I'm doing is called owned media. This is like I'm going live, I'm posting, I'm doing all the things. When I was on sabbatical for 40 days traveling the world with my family, y'all, I posted about 300 times. I pre-scheduled the post. One of my team members, Mary, she schedules all of our posts. She went ahead and made sure that I was visible while I was out. Okay. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley Kirkwood. I run a multi-million-dollar sales training firm specifically dedicated to helping experts who are traditionally underpaid get paid what they deserve and land large clients. That's what I do. The company is called Speak Your Way to Cash. We're the best in the business. But I'm also the host of an event called Black Women Sell Live. If you want to get on the waitlist for that event, comment waitlist and join 4,800 other women entrepreneurs who want to get tickets to this event. We only have 850 available, so you better get on the waitlist because that's probably your best chance of getting a ticket. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Owned media means media that I own. Most people underutilize this. So they're not posting enough, and they're not posting enough means 2 things. 1, you're not posting enough in terms of frequency. 2, you're not posting enough in terms of quality. So even if you're posting 1 post a day, the quality does not add up. So if you're not posting high quality content, meaning it's so good that people are consuming it, they're sharing it, they're excited about it, then you're not going to be able to get the visibility that you need to grow your business. So 1, you want to have owned media. 2, you want to have what's called earned media. Earned media means what you do is so interesting that the media is featuring you in their outlets. Earned media does not mean, you guys, that you're going to pay some outlet to talk about your brand. No. Earned media means based on your story, based on your credibility, based on your expertise, media outlets are featuring you. We've been featured in Essence Magazine. We've been featured in Forbes. We've been featured in Entrepreneur. We've been featured in Business Insider. We've been featured in Black Enterprise. We've written for all of these outlets. So earned media means, look, I'm going to pitch you're going to pitch the author of that. You're going to pitch someone who writes for that. You're going to pitch a producer of a TV show. You're going to pitch a podcast host. And you're going to say, hey, I'd love to teach your audience A, B, C, and D. Again, the Speak Your Way to Cash book covers this. We're covering this at Black Women Sell Live. Make sure you comment waitlist to get on the list. Because if you want to dominate this year, you're going to need to use all of these. But we're not even done yet, because another form of media is paid media. Paid media comes in a variety of forms. I'm going to give you 3 right now. This is a good time to take some notes. Number 1, paid media comes in the form of awards. Somebody comment awards in the comments. So we're on the Inc. 5000 list. We were in Crane Chicago Business 20 in their 20s. I was on the list of like 20 most influential business leaders in Chicago. The same year, Oprah and Obama were on the 40s in their 40s list. So these are all media outlets. But here's what happens. When you apply to be on these lists, sometimes they have an application fee, which is why it falls under paid media. Anytime you're paying something to get visibility, to put your marketing out there, that is under paid media. Another form of paid media, second form of paid media, paid ads. Right now, we aren't just telling you about paid advertising. Right? We're not just telling you about Black Women Sell Live. We are telling Facebook, hey, I'm going to spend $40,000 for you to go out and tell people on your platform that may be interested about this event. So I am paying to get visibility on our event. That's why we have so many people on the wait list. That's why I know the event is going to do so well, because I'm paying to get more eyeballs on it. Most people don't put their money where their dreams are. Oh, I have the best book in the world. Okay, that's cool. But like, are you promoting it? Oh no, I don't have a marketing budget. Did you go get Chipotle yesterday? Yeah. How much was that? $20. Oh, okay. Why didn't you put that on ads? Like, you can run ads for as little as $20 a day, $50 a day, $5 a day. It doesn't really matter. You need to be putting money towards getting your name out there. period. So the third form of paid media that we're going to talk about is influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is when you say, hey, Ashley, you have 143,000 followers. I got 10. Can I pay you to post what I'm doing on your page? Now, I really don't do a lot of that, but yeah, that's basically how it is. Like, you go to someone who has an audience of your ideal customers and you offer to pay them to post so that you can get more eyeballs on your particular offer. This is something that we've done in the past, and it's worked really well for us to get high quality, low cost leads. I wish I could go more into that, but I'm gonna keep going so we can get to it. Next, oh, my bad, y'all. Next is this. So we talked about owned media. Right? We talked about owned media. We talked about earned media. That's podcast, TV, radio. You're not paying to get in front of them. You're pitching to get in front of them. We talked about paid media. Now you're paying to get more visibility on your business. This is what all successful businesses do. You cannot scale thinking, oh, I'm just going to do everything organic. I'm never going to put any money towards marketing. Even people who are phenomenal at organic may not want to wait for their audience to grow in order for their revenue to grow. You may want your revenue to grow right now, even if your audience isn't growing as much. So paid media is the way. But then there's something that I don't hear a lot about, and that's shared media. Shared media, you guys, is when, like, let's say me and you, we collaborate on a YouTube video and we both talk about what we do. Shared media, like we're co-creating a piece of content that we're publishing on both of our platforms, not for pay, but for collaboration. So what collaborations can you do? What can you create with someone else? You see it all the time in the YouTube space where two popular creators get together and they create content so both of their audiences now can see what they are doing. Here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is you need to be doing something tangibly, predictably to get more eyeballs on your business. You need to be doing something, okay? If you're not doing something, it's a problem. It's a problem if you're not doing something. It's a problem if you're not doing something. So you want to make sure you're doing something to get eyeballs on your business, okay? Okay. All right. You need to be doing something to get your eyeballs on your business. All right? So I want you all thinking about, what am I actually going to do to get eyeballs on my business? How but we cannot get a bigger venue now. So we want to make sure that you all are getting what you need. We want to make sure you guys are getting what you need. You are on the wait list for the event. I already touched it. Yeah. You're getting what you need, okay? And so we want to make sure that you all have that, all right? So I don't know, it's saying no sound, but I can hear. So hopefully you guys can hear me, okay? Go to blackwomansullivan.com and get your tickets.